Hello, I'm Andrew Dyer, and welcome to another edition of the Roundball Report, the only show in the area dedicated to highlighting the extras of the high school, college, and professional basketball teams which play in the Washington metropolitan area. And unfortunately, once again, this week, neither of my co-hosts, Janae Hayes, Kelsey Nelson, nor Nikki Lewis could be here, but Kelsey will be back to join us next week. We're going to get things started today. I'm going to be joined by a longtime friend of mine who's always doing outstanding things in the community, and he's got another outstanding event coming up this week that we want to have him talk about. The one and only Dwayne Sims, founder of the Negro League Legends Hall of Fame. Dwayne, welcome back.
My pleasure. And I'm probably the only person to call your house after 10 p.m.
That's an inside joke.
Bless your heart. Yeah, we have to share that. It's like family now. You become a family member, then call after 10.
That's
Thank
hilarious.
you so much for having me on.
Yeah, and Dwayne, you have been doing things for years, and you are the founder of the Negro League Legends Hall of Fame.
Yes.
And you guys have an outstanding event coming up this weekend, a celebrity basketball game. But talk about the very significant reason you have behind this game.
It's interesting that being the founder of the Negro League Legends Hall of Fame is one thing, and I've been running around with the Negro League Baseball and their participation in American baseball history. So as I'm doing my research, trying to be a mini historian, I don't want to put that out there, I ran into an article about the Harlem Globetrotters having a Negro League baseball team. So I'm like, what? This is good. So Abe Sabatine, the same person who founded the Harlem Globetrotters, founded also the Negro League baseball team back in 1944.
Okay.
So it ties into, I have a stranger coming to town to me, but everybody knows him all over the world. And actually, I didn't realize that he was the #1 recognized face on the planet until Muhammad Ali started running his mouth. So, and this person never ran his mouth. He did great things, Meadowlark Lemon.
Right.
So, you know, one of the joys of life, I want to say, you know, Curly Neal and the other players, we just had a few players just pass recently. And for me to have an opportunity to see Meadowlark, which I've never seen him in person, play any games. I've never been to a game at all, but to have him come to Maryland, to Prince George's County to be my guest, to talk to our youth, our basketball men and girls team is an honor. You know, I'm very excited about this.
Right, and it's for Stop the Bullying.
Right, Stop the Bullying. I look at it, my personal, I have my own little story. My mother's a nurse. She told me what to do. Went to school, handled my business. But we don't want this to continue, because what happened is when they bullied when I was growing up, it was more like a tease, something, and it was done. No, these kids are very serious this day, and actually there's a lot of damaged hearts out here now. So we need to address this before it even gets started. We need to relate the information. We all have dealt with this in one way or the other. And with Meadowlark, when I shared that with him, he said, wow, this is interesting, because even in the sports, when they were kids growing up, they went through the same thing as really managing. What do you do? Do not react.
Right.
So he's coming out to speak actually to Frederick Douglass High School, Dr. Henry A. Wise Junior High School. Dr. Wise was my physician as a child. Okay. That's how old I was a minute ago. And then also we have Northwestern High School, where we're actually going to host a celebrity basketball game.
Right, right. Now that celebrity basketball game, we got the information for that. It's coming up this Saturday, October 31st.
Yes.
And tell them that's not Halloween. What day is that?
That is, if you watched the Pope, you know, I know you did, I did, you know, it was fantastic. It's Harvest Day. I mean, we get confused, you know, but it's all good. If they want to go and do wear faces, I'm not mad at them. But it's actually Harvest Day when you gather the harvest. So I say, what a nice day to do harvest, stop the bullying, and have like Sonia Chase, went to University of Maryland, come out, got Tyrone Hollywood Brown, former Globetrotter, Larry Shorty Coleman. They call him Shorty because he's short like me, but he went to Duval. He graduated at 75 from Duval. I'm bringing him on home. I told him, you need to come on back home, show some of your stuff.
Right. Yes. And you also got a Radio 1 team is going to be playing.
Yes, yes. Ebony McMorris, the news director over there, she's been very involved in the community. So this is a partnership. And actually, that's on the 31st, but actually prior to that, on the 27th, we're at Ebenezer AME Church. Okay. Meadowlark Lemon is going to sit down and have a one-on-one. Well, one on I guess it'd be about 1,000 or more.
Right.
But it's free, open to the public.
So you got a week-long list of
Week-long activities.
Right.
Yes,
right,
yes.
Right. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Then on that, and that's on the 27th, but on the 28th, we'll be at Safeway in Upper Marlboro.
Okay.
And that's where we're going to have those 3 schools I talked about. The boys and girls team is going to come up and actually do a Q&A, and it's open to the public. Everyone can come up there, and what I'm challenging everybody to do, right here with Andrew, you watch me, do a selfie with Meadowlark and let everybody know who you with that day. So we're looking forward to this.
Right, right. So Meadowlark Lemon, he finally actually got into the NBA Hall, the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame as well.
Finally did. And he's 83 years old. I'm just going to go here and put it out there. I might as well have a birthday cake. You need to come on over. We're going to sing happy birthday to him.
Oh,
we should do that.
So when is his birthday?
Don't ask me.
But let's get the information. Tell them about some of the other things that you've been doing, Dwayne, with your projects.
Most of my projects has dealt with the kids in the community. And when I've done the Negro League Baseball, what it actually extends what I do in charity. And we have actually highlighted some of our young youth, 17 and 18 years old, to get to go to the Bay Sox Stadium and play on a real field, I call it, because at that level, most of the time, our kids don't get exposure. They play here and there, and when I'm doing these games, I have some of the old guys from the Chesapeake League. So what they do is, they want to show off, lions and little lions and everything. But we have such a fun time because I actually bring some real old Negro League ball players here.
Well, Dwayne,
it's
always a pleasure to have you spend some time with us. Again, coming up this Saturday, the Dwayne Sims, the founder of the Negro League Legends Hall of Fame, is putting on a celebrity basketball game for Stop the Bullying. It's going to be Radio 1 versus the celebrity team. This Saturday, October 31st, Harvest Day at noon.
There you go.
At Northwestern High School, and it's presented by Dwayne and his Negro League Legends
And they can go to the website, www.nllhof.org.
All right.
And I speak a second language, too. Okay.
All right, Dwayne. Always a pleasure.